Yes.
Victoria, welcome to another exciting episode.
Why do I feel like I've been here before? Yes.
Hey guys, look at this. It is the CIA manifesting method. It's only 33 pages thick. It's got lots of little tiny words, and it just might blow your mind. You can get it at Mr.2020books.com/books. I just gotta buy the other one. I'm done with it. It's easier to say.
What's the other one?
I'm not gonna say it.
All right.
See if we can buy it.
Okay,
It's fucking
okay, yeah.
Gaza or someone to go buy it.
I know.
It's
Let's
like-
sell it to you. 500%.
Unbelievable. Love you, Gaza. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Feel It Real Fun show.
Yes.
John Wick.
Hello,
I just
John
love
Wick,
that
you're
you
back.
keep showing up in my life. Now, hopefully, I keep showing up in your life,
100%. says
Gaza.
Gary. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yes.
the G-Man. Now, if you want to learn about the other G-Man, Wild Bill, the CIA manifesting method,
How's he Jill? G.
he's a G-Man.
Bill.
Bill's a G-Man.
What's G mean?
G, government.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay.
civilians don't understand.
Yeah, sorry. Where you go to? Sorry.
Mr2020.com/books.
Yes.
Right.
That's right. Okay.
That'd be great. I should just start screwing with Gaza and say like a name of domain name I want to buy, but I'm actually not interested in, and see how many I can get you to collect. It's like dumbshit.com. That would actually be a really good website.
That's
But I
very good.
digress.
Yes.
So today we're going to talk about something really, really cool,
Yes.
and I had a sexy title for it, but it's not here right now. And so we'll do the little intro, right? So. FeelItRealFun.com. Go there, do that. Sign up for the 7 basic lessons because most people don't have the basics.
Real.com.
That's what I said, wasn't it?
FeelItRealFun.com. You just said that's for the refunds.
All
That's
right.
where you are now.
Yeah.
But if you want the 7
Yeah, if you want to get
free
confused,
lessons,
just go to
them.
Mr2020.com. Why don't you just always put that in there? Because they can go there and go anywhere. MR2020. Yeah, let's just save her a lot of work.
That's good. So
Right.
then they can click on the link for the howtofeelitreal.com.
Yeah. They'll find something.
Will they find the emails? The 7 free easy emails?
We'll make sure we update it so they do.
Okay. There you
Otherwise,
go.
she's got to stop the show every 6 seconds.
No,
to do
that's
that.
all right. I don't mind. Just I know what we're going to do.
All right.
Because often you'll just say, right, Victoria, you
Yeah, right.
introduce
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
Just
You
like,
do. You do.
What am I introducing them to today?
All right, so today we're going to talk about the whole thing about conditioning your desires, going mental, but fears and frustrations and personal. Right, we'll find a sexy title for this. By the way, we've got 4 people here live. This is great. We'll figure out how to actually promote this in the right way. If you'd all share with your friends, I'd really appreciate that. And also give us a thumbs up if you would, because right now we're at 0%. Right?
Can't get much lower than
yeah,
that.
Yeah, odds of me scoring today. All right.
Yes.
100% somewhere, because I swing the bat a lot. Right? There's a lot. I swing the bat, somebody throws a ball at me. But anyway, Victoria.
Yes.
So today we're going to talk about getting mental, frustrations, fears, plagues, and death. All kind of cool things on the Feel It
Plagues
Real
and
Fun
death.
show.
Wow, it sounds like a great topic.
Absolutely. Hey,
Yes.
who knows what this will be titled, right?
Yes.
So let's dive in, Victoria.
To the quote.
Yeah.
To Neville's quote.
Yeah, why the hell not?
Okay, so why the hell not? So right from the top. The words, now you say prophesy, I say it. The words of prophecy.
Prophesy.
Prophecy.
Prophesy.
Prophecy spoken of in the book of Revelation
Relevation.
are your basic desires which must not be further conditioned.
All right. Ready? Please stop conditioning your desires. Right? Please. Yo, Shirashri, welcome to the show.
Oh, Shirashri,
All
hello.
right. Give us a thumbs up. Come on, you can do it. Be the first.
Man is constantly adding to and taking from these words,
The question is why. Right?
not knowing that the basic desire contains the plan and power of expression. Man is always compromising and complicating his desire.
All right, let's pretend Victoria and I are dating.
Thank you, Chirasari, if it was you.
And my name is Compromise and her name is Complicate, right?
I do that.
Yeah. How's this gonna go? All right?
Yes.
All right.
If I do this, then that might prompt that. And then, yeah.
Yeah, it gets a little nuts, doesn't it, right?
Yeah.
It's like that whole thing of, like, y'all know I'm a fleshitarian. I love eating flesh and fat cooked on fire. What I am not is a cow farmer, right? I go and I buy a steak and I cook it, right? You don't have to grow a cow to get a steak. And if you want to complicate the shit out of everything, you go, right, where would I get a steak from? Steak comes from a cow. Where do I get a cow from? Get it from the outside. Where do I get and like 4 years later, you get a steak. That's just called dumb. But anyway, your desires have their own plan and their own power. You don't need to push. You don't need to plan. Right? What you need to do is do what actually works. But I digress. Victoria.
Here's an illustration of what man does to the word of prophecy, his desires.
You get what she just said? The word of prophecy is your desires are prophecy. The prophesy. Right? Now imagine this. I look at her and I go, damn. But I can't figure out how it's possibly going to work. Right? It's just going to be complicated. And so I go, rightio. So since I can't have a Victoria, I'll settle me for a rubber woman. Yeah.
Female cow.
Oh, someone's gonna love the comments that are gonna come from that.
Well, I guess I insulted myself by saying that, but anyway.
But I don't even think I can get me a rubber woman, so I'll settle for a picture of a rubber woman. Right? And it's all because I'm imagining small. Gaza, thanks, man. Appreciate that. This is so vital, but I digress. So continue, Victoria.
Okay. So, man desires freedom from his limitation or problem.
All right. Now you notice something? So I met her.
Yeah.
And I looked at her and I went, damn. Right? Now here's what I didn't do. Right? So, right. My problem is I'd be single. Right? And my limitation is I'm not good with women's. Right? And so I'm imagining freedom from my problem.
Yes.
Instead of noticing she's in the room. Hey, Penny. Right? If you start with, I desire freedom from my limitation or my problem, you're going to do what Neville's teaching here, which is wrong.
Yeah.
Right? This is about the world of possibilities. And when you feel small, you will continuously focus on, you know what I want? I want freedom from my problem. Instead of, I want to give life to a possibility. I look at her and I go, damn, right? That's called a possibility. But I digress. All right, by the way, everybody, hashtag Victoria's not a problem. Right? Just for fun. Just for me.
I'll gladly type that in.
Yeah. And she has to type it in every time somebody hashtags it. Not just once.
Well, I won't see it in the edits.
Look at
That's
her.
fine.
She found a way out of the problem.
The first thing
Stuart,
he
yeah,
does after he defines his objective is to condition it upon something else.
All right, so he defines an objective. I don't think anybody notices what Neville's really doing here, right? Except for me, because I'm goddamn brilliant, right? Hashtag brilliant, right? Two-time Tommy.
Oh, you're two-time Tommy.
Ready?
Yes.
So the first thing he does is he defines his objective. All right, so the first thing I want to do is define my objective. Right, my objective is to get me lucky, because I ain't had none in a long time. Right. And I'm going to condition it on what? This ain't going to work out all that well, guys. Let's just be honest, right?
Yes.
And I go, I'll be nice to you. I'll get you me a coffee if you be nice to me later.
Get you me a coffee.
Yep.
What sort of English is that?
Right. I told you I wasn't going to speak in or with women's. Right? But anyway, listen to this. You define your objective. And then you come up with your own plan and your own power for the objective you defined. Neville says the moment you notice a desire is something that you feel, you just slide your ass into it. Stuart, you just sit on that little slippery slide and you just go right into it, right? You don't define your objective, you notice. You discover, damn, right? Yeah, nothing's going to stop that. But anyway, so first thing, man notices he's got himself a problem, then he defines himself an objective, and then he says, right, how do I plan this out? You get this as the road to failure and frustration, but we'll get to the plagues and death later.
So he begins to speculate on the manner of acquiring it.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make her coffee. I'm gonna put
Make you me. I
I'm
think
gonna,
you
I'm gonna
said.
make
Or
her
me, you
coffee
a
for her, right? I'll put me an egg in it because I like egg in my
I
coffee.
don't want to.
See, look, and she just turned off. Oh no, my plan to get her by making her special coffee. I put me a raw egg in it, right? Make her something special, and it didn't work because that was my plan.
Yes.
You get it? We're starting with a problem and then an objective, and then we define it, right? We're doing it all wrong here. Let us continue.
Not knowing that the thing desired has a way of expression all of its own,
What you really want has its own plan and power. Continue.
he starts planning how he's going to get it, thereby adding to the word of God.
I want me a steak. I'm going to get me a cow. Well, to get me a cow, I really need to get me a farm. Well, to get me a farm, I got to get me a rich woman. Well, that ain't going to work. No steak for me, right?
If, on the other hand,
Oh, here we go, right? So
If-
remember, I want me a steak,
yeah,
and she not be a rich woman with a farm and a cow. Right? Remember, you don't need a cow to get milk. Something like that, right? There was a song about that, a country song. I wouldn't know.
I think
But
I brought
anyway.
it up in Friday's show.
Yeah.
But anyway, if, on the other hand, he has no plan or conception
No,
as to the
yeah.
fulfillment of
I
his
have
desire,
no idea how I'm going to get me a steak.
then he compromises his desire
Oh,
by
wow.
modifying it. Does
wow.
he?
Keep going. I
He
got an idea.
He feels that if he will be satisfied with less than his basic desire,
Yeah.
then he might have a better chance of realizing it.
I'll get me some feet. Instead of a steak, I'll get me some feet. This is where you're going to ask Victoria, what's feet?
The inevitable result, here we go, you've waited for it.
Oh.
The inevitable result is death and plagues or failure and frustration.
By the way, you get failure. Failure is whenever you let your dreams die. Death. And what's the other thing? Plagues, frustration. Oh, I'm just plagued by what I want. I can't get it out of my mind. Yeah, because you're thinking about it instead of feeling it, right? Now, here's the thing. What is feet? Yeah, see, I got to admit. So I go to the grocery store. Everything I need is in the back of the store. Victoria sends me on a few trips down the
Trotters.
aisles. No. We're not talking trotters, right?
Sorry.
So
That's what I
this
do.
is really going to get good. So I go to the grocery store, and everything I need is on the back of the thing where the meat and the butter and the shit are, right? And I won't make trips down the aisles to get like tonic water or dal or fish sauce or something like that, and that's all kind of fun, right? So, but here's the thing, guys. Right in the middle of all the meat products, they've got what's called feet, F-E-A-T.
F-E-A-T.
Yeah, it's in other words, it's fake meat. And to torture the vegans and the vegetarians, right in the middle, right in the middle of the meat, they've got veggie burgers. And I go, oh, God darn it, this is good. Right? In order to torture them, you have to walk past all the dead critters, right, to get the fake dead critters. Right? So it's like, radio. So if I can't figure out how to get me a cow so I can have me a steak, I could eat a veggie burger. And y'all that like them, that's all right. But my desire is my desire, right? She actually desires me. Like, not all you desire me, right? She doesn't always desire me either, I bet you. Sometimes she desires that I go and return later. But when you get, it's not up to your plan and power, so you don't ever have to push. If you're pushing, you are probably defining your objective, right? And I will define how I will get my objective, right? Instead of feeling a subjective personal desire. Wow, right? And then on the other hand, it's like, well, you know what? It's like, well, I'm just gonna cut back and I'm just gonna eat me some feet instead of a steak. Yeah, one of them veggie burgers made with beetroot and bullshit. Right? Nah. And again, notice what Victoria's saying here. Keep going.
So there was the end of that. So the
Yeah.
inevitable result is death and plagues or failure and frustration as promised for such violations.
You get that's a violation, right? I love that. It's not about I am in a negative state and I must think positively. Yeah, no, this is a violation. You have violated the law. All right.
Sorry, you guys.
Good guys. Right? Anyway. So, last bit, Victoria.
So God speaks to man that. All gone. God speaks to man only through the medium of his basic desires.
All right, which leads us to another trap. This whole little section here was all about traps. I will define my objective. I will define how I do it. And if I don't have a way to define how I'm going to do it, I'm going to define something smaller. Instead of manifesting a puppy like that, I'm going to manifest me a gerbil. Because they're Russians, and I like Russians. Right? Anyway.
Yes.
I like me some Russians.
Yes.
So on and so forth. You know, instead of a Feel It Real Fun show, how about, because that's my desire. My desire is to do a show. How about instead of a show, we just talk to ourselves? Because I can't figure out how to get anyone to watch the show. And since it's all up to me to figure out all the plans, and I can't possibly do that, we'll just settle for something else. We'll just talk. Fuck it. We won't even. We'll just look at. We don't even just look at each other, right? I can't figure out how I could get her to look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Right? And this is how people live. It's madness. Okay. And that nice little bit there at the end, Neville's introducing another trap. God speaks to man only through the medium of his basic desires. In other words, you don't have to sit there and wait for the divine guidance. You don't have to sit there and wait for signs. I need a divine sign, right? God speaks to man only through the medium of his basic desires. In other words, why? A desire is divine in origin. God gives you the hungers. You got a hunger for something? I met that woman. Damn. Right? That's a divine desire, right?
Yeah.
It's not a problem. It's not a limitation. But I have to define an objective and then figure out the plan. I can't figure out that plan. Or if I can, I'm just going to make it a lesser situation, right? It's all ugly. This is all about beauty, gang. And whenever you really do, what does Neville say? The moment you feel a desire, that's when you move into its assumption. It doesn't say it's when you work out the plan. It isn't when you say settle for a gerbil. That little gerbil's on me.
Cool.
Anyway, that's what I got. Victoria, that was fun.
Excellent. So
Make
what
them
we
go
want
away.
to know is tell us what was your hashtag story bit.
By the way, if you're watching this anywhere at any time, subscribe and click the little bell thing, whatever that is. That way you get notified when we go live. And also give us a thumbs up, because they like when you thumbs up. They like it better when you comment too. But that means heaps to me and them, apparently. Right? I just like it because I'm an egotistical bastard. I mean, God had the adventure of a lifetime. But I digress, Victoria.
Cool.
So
Excellent.
what was your strawberry bit? Besides surviving the show.
Well, I can't. Sorry, I can't. Well, I'll tell you one thing it does remind me of.
Oh, it's not a big good.
Only because I know God, or whatever was always said about not adding to or taking away from, just the basic desire.
Yeah, yeah.
And I can't remember that story that our nephew Aidan told us about the farmers, and one was farmer divide and farmer multiply and farmer
Don't remember.
add. Oh, it was those. But anyway, so it reminded me of the time that we spent with my nephew.
Yes.
So, yeah.
You know what's cool? Like, so
Yes.
let's say we got a desire to spend time with our nephew,
Mhm.
and we can't figure out how to do it. Can't figure it out. So that ain't gonna happen. Well, how about if we just spend time with a stranger? That'd be cool. We'll go to the park, right? And we'll go, come here, little fella. They don't bring my nephew around no more, right? That don't work out. And that's as nutty as it gets. You got a desire, it's divine in origin, right? You got a desire, it's divine in origin. And for you to complicate it up, shame on you. Don't do that, right? Let it be simple. So that's what I got today, Vic Trick for you.
Victoria.
Yes.
Thank you, Twente.
We're making her complicated.
Okay, so meanwhile, just go to
Mr2020.com. That's MRTWENTY, TWENTY.com. You can go other places too, but just start there. You'll
Okay.
see some guy, and he's probably really nice. And you guys that are giving us thumbs up, thanks. I appreciate that.
thank you guys,
And
and we'll catch you in a few days.
I got Emmett. I mentioned being a happy, loving puppy dad, and you know what I did? That's right. I manifested a puppy. did. I didn't even know how they would show up.